arranging this talk for me. It must be a very important talk if Andy's going to hold a microphone for me. I'm going all the way back to my early days in Dallas to start this. Telling you how the many ways that I've experienced tithes in my life. As a young man here, Bishop Quinn was still alive and very active, and he had what's called his go-men, and every few months he would have either a fish fry or a barbecue for them. And while he was having that fish fry, he would make a talk each time and tell us how important our giving was to the church, because if we didn't give, we wouldn't have a church. When Bishop Quinn passed out of the picture, Bishop Hines came into the picture. Bishop Hines was a man that definitely believed in tithing. He didn't mind telling you. And
the steering committee.
Can you stop for just a minute?
Yeah.
Oh, and Bishop Hines, instead of having a go-man, he had a different setup, and he called it his steering committee. There were about 16 men he picked for that steering committee, and I was fortunate enough to be one of them. And the head of that committee, he had appointed a man by the name of Dale Reese. And Dale Reese was a wonderful Christian, and I enjoyed very much being with him. And I used to go with him often, and he told me one time that he was starting to tithe. And it started me thinking. And then I was with him again, and after that time, I made up my mind that Emily and I should tithe. And I came home and told her that, and we had a several-day discussion on it. Because we had 3 children coming along, and we wanted to have some money to educate them at college. And besides that, Emily wanted to join the country club. But anyway, we decided to bite the bullet and tithe, which we did. Now I'm going to fast forward about 20 years, I guess. This part of the country was experiencing a kind of a recession, and I had a piece of ground in Clute that I decided to sell, and I put a great big billboard up on this property, way high, and it said for sale, and it gave me my telephone number. I was driving by there one day, and I saw that sign, and it occurred to me that 2 years had gone by, and I'd never gotten a single call. And I looked up at that sign again, and I just blurted out, Lord, if you'll bring me a buyer of this property, I'll double tithe the proceeds. Well, within that same week, a man called me up and said he was interested in buying the property. And I sold it to him with a 10-12-year note that he paid monthly. And whenever I would receive the monthly money, I would give one of the tithes to St. Timothy's and the other one to worthy needs here in the community. I also, of course, had to give some to A&M. when this was over with after 12 years and I wasn't getting this source of income anymore, Emily and I decided to keep on going with the commitments we'd made and use some other money that we had to keep going. And that's what we've done until this day. And this has been very gratifying for us to do this, and we felt we've done the right thing. I learned for Dale Carnegie that we're supposed to, when you finish a talk, you're supposed to summarize it. And so I've thought about that, and I think the best summary I could give is that after all these years, I finally learned that all the money in the world belongs to the Lord, and He's just made me the custodian of it. All right. That's it.